Hello, how are you? Welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to this time I'm gonna share the story of me, how I met my wonderful mentor, friend, brother, my angel, my protector, my guide, and my trainer. He's everything to me. Um, in 2017, I got guided by two persons of my my first daughter Angie. She was always sick, always. We were in the hospital for hours, at least two times, three times a month, and it was like so bad. Like we feel so bad for her. She was always with fever, and then they cannot find anything. They say no, I don't know why she's having fever. Everything is okay with her, and um, and then one time she got really sick, and I said no, we're not gonna take her to the hospital because they're gonna it's exactly the same symptoms, and they're gonna say the same thing, and we're gonna be like there for nothing. They're going to end up giving her Tylenol, and that's it. My husband says yeah, but then she was really like she didn't eat for a few days, and she was getting angry with me, and that hurt me a lot because she didn't want it to see me she was like around let's say 2017, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. She was around 5 years, so it was kind of painful for me, but I didn't, I wasn't mad with her or anything because she was sick. It was part of that. It was making her feel like that. So I called my mother crying, and she said, listen to me, I know you don't believe in anything, but take her to a lady that she heals kids with, you know, like special prayers and flowers and stuff. I didn't believe in that time. So I said, my husband was listening to us, and he grabbed my baby, and he says, let's go in. We're going to do what your mother says. And I said, okay. So I went with him. We take her with, my mother told me it was a lady, and she healed her with flowers and prayers, and she cleansed her with eggs. And I was looking, and I was like, okay. And I said, why is she getting this all the time? And she said, it's because she gets, energy. It's all about like evil eye, and not just because people wanted to give it. It's just like they're so pure. They're so like sensitive for any kind of energy, and so they're very like, like they just get so quick, and it gets them to get constipated, and then it comes fever. So she gave me some fruits and stuff like that. She said, give her these. This is going to help her with the constipate, because it's constipation. Constipation comes from evil eye, from bad energy. And that's when I heard energy. I never know, when she was saying energy, I visualized like, I don't know what it means with energy. I thought it was like something from electricity or something. And so I was like, okay. And it didn't click me, but I'm like, energy, okay. So my baby got healed. She was eating the next day. She was no more constipated. Every time she was like that, I just give her that drink that she told me to give it to her. And she didn't get any fever again, ever again, ever. Like she gets fever, but now, because he got to call and stuff. And I was like, I can't believe it. She healed her. So I was very happy, and I pray, and I was like, thank you for that person. It was amazing. So then the time goes on, and we were walking with my husband, and we went to a fair here in town. Um, it was called Croton. We went there, and it was a lady reading cards there. And I said to my husband, like the first thing I didn't believe for my baby. And then I start kind of like wondering, these people know the stuff. So I said, she's reading cars, like, let's go see. Like, I feel so bad that we are here. We cannot buy anything. Our baby wants to go jump over there and we cannot have money to make her play. So we went there. And I said, it was a nice young lady. And she said, no, you suffer just because you want it. You have a big, big, powerful angel right behind you, protecting you since you were in your mom's belly. When she say in your mom's belly, I look at her eyes and she said, yes, since that time. I was like, how does she knows? I asked myself, like, how does she knows that I will, how? Because I'm not going to say what happened, because it's my past, but I know that I was saved in my mom's belly. So I was like, and it happens more stuff when I was growing up. And she said, you went through a lot of stuff and you never went alone. When the time comes, you're going to realize that everything that you did, it was not just because you were, it was because somebody was with you. And that somebody is your angel. He's behind you. So I said, well, who is the angel? And she said, well, I can't say that. You have to go look for him. And I said, where do I going to look? And she's like, go look for him. When you find it, everything is going to be okay. I was like, sure. But it's like, okay. She didn't even want to read the cards. I'm like, okay. And my husband says, well, we have to go look for an angel then. And I said, I look at him and I was like, do you believe that thing? And I was just like, okay. I always like kind of like give him, because he has something that when he says something, I just like, I don't know, I just do it. I know that it's going to be fine. So I said, okay. We started looking and looking. We went different stores and we didn't find nothing. But one time we were shopping for Angie. She was going to go to school. And we went to get her, clothes for school and stuff. And we were in a mall, and in the mall was a crystal store. And he says, look at that store there. Maybe they have. And I said, looks a very expensive store. And he said, it's okay, let's go see it. We're not going to lose anything. We're just going to go look for him. I said, okay. The store, like the door was here. We went inside. And as soon as we walked in, I think I did 5 steps. And when I look up in the shelf, really up near to the ceiling, only him sitting over there. And I said to him, I said, baby, look at him. And he says, who? And I say, him. And it was him. This angel right over there. You can tell. Powerful, big, strong. And I described that for my husband. I said, look, he looks powerful. He looks strong. He looks like he's a big angel. And he's exactly this angel, exactly this. I was shaking, I was in love, like my heart and my hands just start getting so warm. I was just like, now. So I asked the lady, I said, who is him? And she said, you don't know who he is? And I said, oh, I don't know. And she's like, that's Archangel Michael. And I'm like, oh, Archangel Michael, okay. And she's like, would you like to see him? I'm like, yes, please. And she, I asked the price and she said it's 160. I'm like, 160, oh my God. So then I'm like, okay, and then I look at my husband and my husband says, you have a credit card. I never like to use my credit card because it's hard to pay. So I I said, okay, you know, okay, but I was afraid inside of me. And then she say, do you learning about angels? And I'm like, no, I'm just looking for an angel, and I just wanted to know who he is, and I know he's Archangel Michael. And she's like, well, to know them better, you have to go in through meditations. Meditation. That was another word, meditation. And I'm like, meditation, what's that? And she said, well, it's a lot of meditations that you can search online, that you want to meditate with a specific angel. Like, for example, this is Archangel Michael. You can go through meditations to meet him. I said, okay. And she said, and we have special crystals to connect better with them and communicate better with them. And I said, man, I please see it. And she showed me this crystal. So beautiful. You can see it inside. Right? And it's celestial. I even saved the paper. Okay, so that's the paper. And she said, we also have bracelets. She wants to sell. And I'm like, I had that thing like, can I see it? I want everything that makes me to get close to them and know them. My heart was like, I was buying, a lot of, I don't like shopping for shoes. Like, I like to shop for weights and and gym things. It just makes me feel like, I'm in heaven. But a lot of real ladies, you love to shop like makeup and jewelry, and that's how I was feeling that day. I was like, and she says, this is the bracelet. The bracelet was made of that crystal. I can't find it. I think I left it on the store, so I had to go see them. So it was a beautiful and small beads. It's a beautiful bracelet made exactly with these minerals, like exactly like that color and everything. Beautiful crystal. And I say, how much it is? She says, $60. I'm like, okay, so Archangel Michael is $160, $90 for the crystal, $60 for the stone. I'm like, that's a lot. And my husband says, yeah, stop it. You gotta stop it. You just get it. And I'm like, okay. And then we got some crystals for my daughter. The check was $300 and something. And I was so, so, so happy. Like, I was sitting and carrying him in the car, and I can't wait to get home and put him. I didn't have any altar and anything because I didn't know nothing about them. I was, and I am Catholic, but when you learn about religion, it's just like, I learned that when I was young. You got to do the first communion and a confirmation. And so it's just everything that you get memorized, but it's nothing from here. I didn't learn because I wanted. I didn't feel that from here. So, but with this was different. This was completely different. I was like desperate to get there, and I had a table, a glass table. And I said, I'm going to put that in the corner, and he's going to look so good over there with the little candle. And I put the crystal, and in the crystal, I was always like, hello, Archangel Michael. I was like talking to the crystal because I didn't know how to work with them too. I just didn't know that they can feel your energy. And energy. I was very blessed. And then I said, okay, that lady says meditation. So one night I finished to train my clients, and I come over here and I said, I went to the phone and I said, meditations with Archangel Michael. and it comes so much stuff, and I start pressing, and I'm like, oh, that sound, it feels so good, I'm like, wow. And then I went and searched how to meditate. Meditation for beginners. What do I have to be? What the position for meditation? I went into it, and then I started learning everything. It was hard in the beginning. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't feel them. But I didn't give up. And every night I used to come, and in the mornings I used to train, so I didn't have time to meditate. So I used to do every time, like when I finished to train my clients, come and eat, and then I used to tell my husband, I'm gonna go meditate. So I was always in my knees first, and I started meditating with him. But during the day, I was always like with my headphones, learning about stories about him, who he is, what he does. And I'm like, oh my God, every time I was learning something, I was like so more attached to him. I feel like I was connecting with him. And I said, now I understand how I come up all the way here so easy. And I was so strong to just do it by myself, but it wasn't by myself, it was him in my side, because I went through a lot of stuff that little by little, if you subscribe to this channel, you will be able to see all the videos. I'm going to keep sharing over here on this page everything that I learned to go from a sad, unhappy, unhealthy, not self-loving yourself, not liking life, being angry with you and with others, to a perfect life that I start enjoying rain, and I start enjoying the wind, and I start enjoying the fresh air. I start looking at this house, and I said, I had so much, and I never ever realized that. My husband started looking so handsome to me. My daughter, myself in the mirror was different. I started working. When he came home, all my financial struggles were gone. Like I always have. I always have. And without working hard, it's just, I'm here a God representative. Like I start working for him. And that's why in this video, you're gonna learn with me, because this story may be similar to you, might be words, specific words that is gonna change your life. Mine was energy from one lady that she mentioned energy, and the other one was meditation. And that got stuck in my head, and I started searching for. That is when you listen to something, it goes like, it's called pay attention, listen to your intuition, search and you shall receive, seek and you will see, knock and it will be open, ask and you shall receive. It is truth. I ask him and I receive. There's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna make videos of, all the miracles that I have and how they have been showing me and how I learn with them. I become more aware of I'm not alone. You cannot have, you can't be afraid. You're not alone. It's so wonderful. No matter what happened outside, no matter if it's any sickness going around the world. I felt so protected during the quarantine. I felt that doesn't touch me because God is with me. And instead, in that quarantine is when I was pregnant, and I started helping clients through meditation to get healed, to be in calm, to have faith, and to know that they're not alone. I learned from 2017. I started meditating. I started meditating every night, and more and more and more. I did it. Sometimes I couldn't because I was so tired of the trainings, but then I started learning more about. So I started meditating, and it wasn't meditation. It was like meditation with the 7 angels. And thus, meditating with the 7 angels helped me to. The archangel Michael is an angel of protection, of fighting against things that you cannot see, and he is your salvation. Archangel Michael is the one who fights with everything that is negative and it goes against you. He always put him to take care of your house, put him to take care of you, your kids, your parents, your family, the world, and he'll do it. He is amazing. He's very friendly. He is a very happy angel. He's like my best friend. He's incredible. And in the beginning, you're not going to feel any like that. I start feeling it now after 5 years, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, in May 2017 to this May will be 5 years. And the more you practice, the more you seek, the more you're going to believe, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to understand things. Faith is growing your faith to see miracles. Is working every 5 seconds of your life. Not every weekend going to church. Not when your kids are sick, or when you are sick, or with something wrong outside. It's every single second. When you're happy, when you're sad, every second. And it is something that you have to choose. I choose, but I didn't choose it alone. He knew what I came for here. He knew that I was going to be a God's representative here, and I gotta behave, and I gotta do things. I open my eyes until I close my eyes. I have to represent him, so I have to behave in what I do and what I say and what I share, because I am representing him here in earth now. So now it's stronger. It's getting more. I'm getting more clearly my message. They are helping me even more because I understand more, because I'm aware of every little details they're doing to me. So my parents says, you got choice by God. You're special. And I said, no. And I was other clients that they told me too. And I said, no. I didn't get choice. We are his kids. He created us equal, right? If you have a mom or dad, tell me, will you choose one kid and not the other? I can never choose in my kids. They are mine, they're part of me. So if I give it to one, I gotta give it to the other one. And they're in the right moment. Angie gets, let's say, she's gonna be 10 years old. She's gonna get things that it's for her. And Ruby has to wait until she gets to 10 to be able for her to receive what I gave it to Angie. So that is, you receive God's presence in His time, not in our time. It's in His time. My time was in 2017, 5 years ago. And I was 5 years ago, I was like 33 years old. Because I'm gonna be 29 in March. So around 33, 34. I don't know, I'm not good in numbers. Or like, I'm good in numbers, by the way, but it's just like hard to go back to it. But it's on His time. So I'm not choose. I myself chose to follow them, to learn about them, to be aware of their blessings, to be aware of, and they give you, they show it to you clearly, things that you say, but how it happened. Like, I will share everything that they did, and they show me they are working for me. So I'm not choose. I choose. And you can choose too. Because if you are going through struggles, through sadness, through I can't do it anymore, I don't like to say bad words, but if you start saying like life is it's because you are alone. Ask them to help you. They're right there with you. They're like 4 or 5 angels with you. We have especially one that'll never leave you, and that's our guardian angel. He is given to us since we are in our parents' belly, since we are up in God, because He is the one who sent us. He knows who we're going to be, what struggles we're going to have. He knows everything. And so don't be afraid to learn about them, to understand who they are. Search and you shall receive. If you're listening to me right here, it's because God wants you to have abundance of health, success, happy, and health, travel. And I cry more of happiness than sadness or pain. Because when I feel that my bills or anything are getting over me, I have faith and I said everything will be okay. Because God knows, and He'll give me on the right time. He is just showing me and trying to see how I do react through these circumstances. And that's it. And I just keep going. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. It's okay. I'm a millionaire. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. I'm alive. Life is to be a millionaire. You don't need to have money. Life, your fingers, your eyes, your hands, your toes, everything. Look at yourself. Look around. You have a lot. Give thanks for what you have, and then God is going to bless you more to put it on the list. And I love you. And I hope you like the story of my wonderful Archangel Michael. I will be sharing with all. I did meditate with 7 angels, and I will share a little bit of what the 7 angels does. But Archangel Michael is who works with me, and always, and I work for him. And he's my everything. He's my mentor. He's my teacher, my friend, my everything, my everything. Okay, so take a look a little bit more. Ask him to guide you. Call him 3 times. Say, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, I'm calling you. Come, save me and bless me. And I am ready to be protected by you. I'm ready to be carried in your arms day and night. I'm ready to let you guide me. And he'll do it. If you have faith, His energy is going to feel it, and he's going to wake up and see you. Okay? I hope you like this story. I will be sharing more. Sorry, I wanted to cut because I don't want it to go more than 30 minutes. And I will see you in the next video. Subscribe and share with maybe somebody that needs this beautiful message, because I was in a struggle and they saved me. And this is nothing. It will be more. You will see it. You will hear it. So you can keep getting that in you. I will keep here with you, helping you become who you really have to be. Okay? I love you. Take care. Oh, namaste.